like, I know there's a way around it because I've done it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
100% you can do, if you got a goal or, you know, a dream you want to do, but you think, oh, this is stopping me, that's stopping me. There's always a way. I knew I had something, you know, I thought, you could be a champ, man. I only stopped scaffolding when I reached the UFC. Now, can I get a new contract, please? Double the pay, and you can have a fight in March, yeah? On London. Get me on there, mate.
No brainer, ain't it, man?
No brainer. More money, more fights. It's easy, innit?
Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me.
Here we go then. How are you, mate? It's good to see you.
All right, thanks, mate. You?
Yeah, it's good to have you.
Yeah,
As we were just saying, I was like, what do I call you, Jai? And you were saying people call you Jay.
Yeah, Jay, Joy, yeah, but like you said it right the first time.
Yeah.
It's a bit,
Does your head fall off when people get it wrong?
No, I'm used to it. Since a kid, I'm used to it, but I'm just, it's a bit weird when someone says it right the first time, you know what I mean? Like you did, so it's a bit, oh, bloody hell, fair play.
I can't lie though, mate. I've been watching videos to try and get right. I've been watching your past interviews.
Fair play, so you've done your research.
Yeah. How you doing anyway?
So, mate, sweet, yeah, you know, I just been training this morning, bit of strength and conditioning, and then come over to you. Eventually, we got the interview sorted out. It took a while.
I was saying, man, I follow you on Instagram and you're always working. A bit like
Yeah,
me, like
yeah.
you're always grafting and that and trying to get you on. It's just hard to get our schedules to line up, ain't it?
That's it, man. Just busy training, like training other people and that, and like, you know. So it's just one of them ones, isn't it, man? Got it done now, have we?
Yeah, got there in the end. What are you promoting at the minute? Your last post was talking about UFC and the path and everything.
Yeah. I got like I'm coming out with like some guides and stuff and that, like.
Nice.
Well, it's like a PDF basically, just like about my because a lot of people ask me like, how I did like full time work, and like trying to get, and I got to the UFC at the same time because like I was a scaffolder, innit?
Yeah.
Before I started.
What was that? 14 years was he?
14 years, yeah, I was scaffolding. You know what I mean? And like I'd graft in the day and then go and train in the evening. And then, like, you know, all my amateur career, then I started my pro career, I did the same thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I only stopped scaffolding when I reached the UFC. So I was still working, like, grafting after nearly 25, 20 fights, I think.
Really?
Yeah, still doing that. And then, you know, I got to the UFC in the end. So a lot of people, you know, I'm not saying this, well, some people come with excuses, they can't, because of my work and because of this, because of that, but there's always a way around it. And like, I know there's a way around it because I've done it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
100% you can do, if you got a goal or, you know, a dream you want to do, but you think, oh, this is stopping me, that's stopping me. There's always a way you can do it, man.
Yeah, I don't live in an excuse culture either. The similarities of football, like I started going into non-league football, so working 5 days a week and then playing in the nights, Tuesdays, Thursdays, eating the gym Wednesdays, Fridays, playing Saturdays. So the similarities are there. It's fucking fortune favours the brave, ain't it?
There you go, mate. There you go, mate.
Yeah.
The grafting, you put the work in, you can do it, man, 100%.
But it's physically demanding, isn't it, scaffolding? So to go from that to hitting the gym at the standards and level that you've achieved.
So that's what I'm saying. It was it was odd. You know what? Looking back at it now, obviously I was younger when I did it. Looking back at it, I think, oh, it makes me think, oh dear, you know what I mean? Like, it makes me tired thinking about it, you know what I mean? Because it was hard work, but and I sometimes think, how did I have the energy to do it?
Yeah.
But like, obviously, I just had the desire and the determination, like to do it. So
Where's it come from, that desire and determination?
You know what? I feel like my parents and that my dad are just like, you know, my parents are setting examples, you know, like, and just culture really. And I played rugby as well when I was a kid. I feel like that was a graft. I remember when I used to play rugby.
I was going to say about your football, man. We played a charity tournament in the summer, didn't we? And you was decent.
I was all right. I remember you play, yeah, Boston. What position was you?
I was up top, striker, yeah. Fighting the
It was Reaper's on my team.
Reaper's beast, isn't he?
Beast, man. But yeah, like I say, it's just like, you know, just growing up, grafting, playing rugby, might come from a rough area, you know what I mean? It just makes you tough, doesn't it? You know what I mean? So yeah,
so the fighting wasn't always your first love then? You never like grew up as a kid thinking, I want to get in the ring, I want to get in the Octagon.
Nah, because like obviously I'd had a load of fights, like, you know, like just whatever in school on the street, and I'd had a few fights, you know, as you do. But like, I mean, I can always remember this in my mum's front room. Like, I used to shadow box in the mirror and that, think, yo, I've got something I could do this, and that was like, like when I was like 13, 14 or something. But Like, I didn't think nothing to it. Basically, I just knew I had something. You know. I thought you could do. You could be a champ, man.
So you had a good support system, like your mum and your dad growing up, or not?
Yeah. I mean, my mum and my dad, like, obviously they split up from me when I was young. Like, I lived with my mum for a bit, then I lived with my dad for a few years, and then I went back to live with my mum, and then and I grew up in. So my dad's from. We lived with my dad in Penn. Me and my older sister Sam, we live with my dad, and my two younger sisters, they live with my mum. I live in Zoe. And then obviously I used to see my mum and go and see her every weekend or whatever. And then whatever happened and that, I won't go into. But I went and started living with my mum. Still saw my dad and that. And then that was in Lowell. And that was like since I was about 11 or something. I grew up there, and then basically. But like I say, we all almost, my family's all still cool and that. You know what I mean? My mum and my dad are cool. All my family's cool, but they both did support me and that.
That's quality.
Yeah.
So how much would you say that, like, growing up in Wolverhampton and the Black Country defined you as a fighter then?
That's what defined me, man. Yeah, growing up in this city, you know what I mean. It ain't easy, you know what I mean. It's not easy at all. It's rough. It ain't that, you know. It's not luxurious. It's just a bit bleak in it, you know what I mean. This city is, but I love it still. You know, I love this culture. You know what I mean. The Black Country, Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
Everyone's sound. You know what I mean. Rough, but everyone's sound, man. You know?
You ever enjoy the nightlife back in the day in Wolves?
Back in the day, yeah.
Atlantis and Oceana. Did you ever do them?
Yeah. I remember. Can you remember first time I went out when I was under 18s? Remember Adastra?
Where was that? Like the canal?
You know, Strike at the bowling.
Yeah. I do know what you're on about. Yeah, over the road from it.
Yeah, it was called Fatty Arbuckles or something.
Yeah, Fatty Arbuckles. Yeah.
My dad and my mum used to say it was called that. Oh, it was called something before that, wasn't it?
He was called that before that, yeah. But
before that, it was something else. And my dad used to say, "Oh, he used to always go
to Works or something." So what was Strikers as well? Man, that was a good place. That was.
Yeah, over the road there. That's how Dasher was, and then the culture centre uptown up there, and the Civic as well. Like over.
Blast Off and Cheeky Monkeys. Did you do that?
Nah. Like when I used to go, I remember going up there and seeing you know, ever into garage and that. Remember Pay As You Go crew? Yeah, I remember. Pay As You Go and all them. I meant to when I seen them up there, like under 18s. But obviously when I got older, I used to go uptown and go to
Brum.
I went Brum and that, but it's like Wolves. I used to go to Oceana, Revolution.
Yeah.
What was there? What's it then?
2-for-1 cocktails.
2-for-1 cocktails.
It used to be Heroes as well. And
Heroes, Atlantis.
Yeah.
It wasn't called. It was Revolution. It was called something else before that.
Before Revs, I think it was Heroes. Revs was underneath Atlantis, Oceana.
No, I'm on about. Do you know the Billy Wright?
Oh right, yeah.
Remember there, Billy? Called, and it was called something else. It was Cuban Exchange, or was that over the road?
Cuban Exchange. Sugar was he? Was it Sugar?
I'm too sure, man. But and then what's the one by the man on the horse? There was
fucking hell. I mean, is it
isn't it? The 80s.
Moon Under the Spoon, wasn't he?
Yeah, the 80s, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the 80s. Yeah.
And now it's Slug and Lettuce, isn't it?
Slug and Lettuce now, yeah.
I've had those decent nights back out in the day there, and some bad ones like as well. Yeah,
I think we all have, man. Yeah.
I was following someone on TikTok the other day, and he went up on New Year's Eve, and it was like a ghost town, man. It was sad to see, in all honesty, because I've had some decent New Year's outs up there.
Yeah, it's pretty dead now up there, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Say Oceana, mate. There used to be a big bouncer. I think it was a strongman called Fraser Tranter. He used to work in one of the gyms where Cineworld is now. Whenever that was the Hollywood Bowl, he used to have a name. He used to work the door in Atlantis, and like I used to play with a lad who worked with him. He used to sort me out. He used to give me the big one going in, pat you down straight in. I remember there was like 2,000 people in there on a Saturday night. Fireworks used to go off. You used to neck about 13, 15 birds and wake up and you hell would be killing the day after. But those were the times. And now, like, you go out, there's probably only Albert Schloss you can go up in Brum. There ain't really many places I'll go out anymore. And drinks are like 15 quid.
Oh man, like to be fair though, I went out in the summer. I went out in the up Brum in the daytime and it was loads better, man. It was like it was good, man. It was busy and that. You know, like what's the like is it Cornwall Road? That kind of area?
Yeah, like Fumo and
down like the roads down at
Dirty Martini and stuff.
Yeah, down that kind of way down there. It was alright, man. Good vibe, and that, you know what I mean? It was alright.
It's like Beer One, and then there's like Albert Schloss. Just before Christmas, he's in Albert Schloss, and
Albert Schloss is good.
Leon Edwards was in there having like. He was just having a picture. Do you know what I mean? He couldn't really enjoy it. There was like Robbie Savage, obviously in football, the Walsall management team were out. There was a couple of OnlyFans, but it's a decent crowd to be fair. Like it's just heaving. You ever been?
I've been to Albert Sauce once. That's what I'm saying. That time when I went out in the summer, I went to Albert Sauce. Like it was all right. It was busy, man, innit? So
Daytime drinking.
Daytime drinking, yeah.
That's
But
what it's about, man.
we got home early, so I was all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it is now, ain't it? But how much does that affect like your preparation for a fight? Obviously, I want to touch on this because like it must be so frustrating because your fights are like few and far between and that. And I've saw interviews when you say there's like the portfolio of fighters now in the UFC is more than it's ever been and stuff. So
it's massive.
The roster, yeah. That's got to be frustrating, man.
What do you mean, like that?
Well, you want to go, don't you? You want to fight.
Yeah. It's all
you're training to fight.
Yeah. It is frustrating. You know what I mean? Obviously the roster's massive, and I mean, if you win in that, you're in favour. So like they'll put you out quicker, and obviously if you've got a big following, they're going to put you out. Obviously it's a business, and that's how it works. But obviously if you lost, you're sort of back of the line again, and you got to wait your turn again. But it's going to be nearly a year since my last fight, and I haven't really been. Especially last year, after my last fight, I was ready to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just long.
What was that? Was you meant to fight in December? Did I read?
Yeah, they asked me. I said, "Oh yeah, we'll get you out in December," and I was like, "Yeah," but I was buzzing, so I was in camp for December the 13th. But I had to wait for my work visa to get to fight in Vegas.
Yeah.
Because my last work visa ran out like about a year ago. So they said, "Oh, they wouldn't get it in time because of the government shutdown." Because you know, America it's got the government shutdown, didn't they? But so I said I wouldn't get it in time. So yeah. That didn't happen.
To sort that out. Is that you or your team or?
Nah, like the UFC do it because I think you have to like sort of. I thought you had to be like sort of sponsored to do it.
Yeah.
Because it costs a few grand, doesn't it? So then obviously the UFC, because you're going to work for them in the United States. You have to they like sort of pay for it and that.
Yeah.
But I heard someone did tell me like they know that you can go and put yourself through it and pay for yourself to do it, and then when you fight for the UFC again, they'll like reimburse you.
Really?
Well, I didn't know that, like, to be fair.
Yeah. That's bad, isn't it, that? But how much are, like, fights booked in advance? Like, why isn't that already sorted?
They are booked in advance, like, but they'll give you, like, usually give you, like, they give you, like, 8 weeks or so, or 9, 10 weeks, something around that kind of time. But sometimes they will drop it on you for, like, 7 weeks out.
Yeah.
It just all depends, innit? But they usually do give you a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so you can prep.
Yeah.
Tyler Denny on, and for his Wembley fight, was it Joshua and Dubois? He was like, he got the call the night before to go and do press for the day after, and he was like, I got the call, and they're saying, yeah, I'm on the card, and that's when he had to go down to London the day after. It's like, fuck, it's not giving you much time, is he?
Well, to prep for the press conference?
Yeah.
Nah, it's not, is it? Like, but that's how these big organisations work, man.
Really?
That's how they're working. Like, you know, like you just got to be ready to go. That's why at this level, and you know, at Tyler's level, you like we've got to stay there or thereabout, like ready to go. Like a few weeks, we can fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
Well,
you can't be like sitting on the couch doing nothing and then expect to be like ready to go. Like it's not gonna happen.
Well, I was gonna say, like, especially with football and like looking at like ex boxers, Ricky Hatton, you know, bless his soul. He was one where you'd fight, and then when you're not fighting, you're like enjoying your life to the max. So in pre-season as a footballer, back in the day for me, I'd just enjoy to the max, man. Eat the beaches, you know, eat the clubs. But you tuned in, like it's no joke.
Yeah, man. Like I don't blame people. You know, after I've had a fight, I'll definitely have like a week or so or 2 weeks, you know, just having a blowout and like, just chilling out. But at the top level, you got to stay there or thereabout. Like me, I used to do like 3-4 weeks, like a bit of hard training, and then I'll have a couple of down. You know, if I ain't got a fight, then I'll have a down week. So I'm always like in good shape.
I said it's like a lifestyle choice more.
Lifestyle, yeah. But you know what? I'm grateful for you because if I never did this, mate, I'd you know what I mean? I'd be eating, drinking what I wanted.
You've experienced the other side, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Crafted, you've been on the yard. You know what it's like. So, you know, you don't want to go back there. Essentially,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen you know, talking about the American thing going over there and the visas and all the money thing. Did you see like Anthony Joshua talk about his situation where he was taxed by the UK government, went out there for taxed by the American government?
Yeah. I mean, I've fought there twice, and they tax you like 30%.
Really?
So yeah, when you get your wage and that, boom, your taxes. They've took
What is that? UK or US?
The US have took the money out.
Yeah. So you're got to do UK when you get back.
That's what I mean. I always thought that, but like with my accountant, there's like there's like a treaty in it, like a UK and US treaty.
Yeah, I don't know.
So when he was saying that, Joshua, I didn't know. Maybe because he's earning like millions, like
Some
mad
money,
money.
any?
Like obviously, I'm not nowhere near that. You know what I mean? So basically, when I come up, I'd already paid tax 30%. So my accountant put that through.
Yeah,
I'd already paid tax, and so I didn't have to pay over here.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So does that at your account before? Like, does your accountant pay the tax after you've been paid, or does that come out beforehand?
Nah, the tax is at source, so they take it out, and then you get the net, not the net, sorry, the after tax.
Yeah. So
Yeah. But obviously, when I'm in London, if you fight in London or you fight in like Abu Dhabi, you get your whole lump sum.
that's a good.
So you got to pay your your own tax.
So that makes even more sense fighting out there, doesn't it?
But then people are like, I prefer to fight in London. You don't get taxed in it, and I'm like, oh, I do get taxed. So I pay my tax, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I still have to save that money up. I'd have to pay a big tax
People
bill.
don't realise, do they, man? How much tax costs you? Like, so you get your purse, but it's not real, is it? You're not getting anywhere near that.
Yeah, you're still getting 20, 30, 40% knocked off you. And I've heard like stories and that nightmare stories of like fighters back in the day, like they didn't pay tax and that, and then boom, they've got stung.
Yeah.
So I've always said I'm paying 100%, even though I get paid. They give me the lump sum, but I'm still putting the money aside to pay. And I'm paying my taxes. Like, well, you don't want that down the line.
Good that is, mate.
Down the lane, like the man are like, they're like, where's that money from?
Yeah.
Bum.
See, clever then. You're not.
Yeah, because they'll get you, man. Trust me.
Yeah, I know they will. Where was I going to go with that one then? More financial questions.
Finance is a finance podcast.
I know, yeah.
Finance is
People don't realise. People don't know, man.
Yeah, they don't realise that stuff. And they think, you're in the UFC, or you're like when they look at the boxers, the MMA fighters, and they see them on telly, they think, they must be getting older, they got, you know what I mean? But they still got to pay the, you know what I mean? They still got to pay the share.
Yeah, you got to live as well, haven't you?
Got to live as well.
What's the situation now then? So you contracted to the UFC.
Yeah.
So how's that? Well, you don't have to go into details, obviously, like, but is that? I'm guessing it's not like a monthly salary.
I'll get paid per fight. Paid per fight. I get paid by like Venom, who are the sponsors, the clothing sponsors and that. Yeah. Basically, that's what you get paid.
Did the UFC set that up, or you have to set it up separately?
Nah, the UFC set it up.
Really?
That's just in your contract. You get sent a Venom contract, and like
Really?
I'm on like you get like in the Venom contract. There's like 1 to 3 fights. You get a certain amount of money. I think it is, and then I think it's 4 to 6, and then after you go over that, then it's like 6 to 10.
Yeah.
And then after 10, you get lots, like it goes up like that, and then champions get a certain amount.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it's like I think it's like $2,000 if you in your first 3 fights.
Yeah.
And then it goes up and up.
So what affords you this lifestyle now then?
Well, obviously I get my money that I got from my fights. You know what I mean? And I do my like my coaching and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's what I live on.
Yeah. Your coaching's wild, man. I'd love to come down for a session.
Come down, bro. Yeah, man. We'll get you on.
Same big or what?
Yeah, too big at all, mate. No.
Nah,
Oh,
gotta watch it. I think I'd love to do some of that. Obviously, like I said, I've slowed down now with the football thing. I'm into the management side. So on any given Tuesday or Thursday night, I'm coaching 20 plus lads as well. And I see you doing it 1-to-1 sessions. How different is it for you being the athlete, in the Octagon fighting, and for you sharing your knowledge?
Yeah, it is different, obviously. But I feel like it makes you a bit sharper, Yeah. I think it makes you sharp because when they're asking you or they're not doing something correct or they're asking about things, you sort of when you're telling them and you're thinking about it, and they sort of remind you of the fundamentals that, you know what I mean? Like, that you might have forgot about.
Well, not everyone's a good coach. And I saw you spoke about being always hell pilot when you're in the Octagon, going on water, and that's your best. I was the same, man, on the football pitch. And then I had a lad pull me the other day and was, how'd you do that? And I had to stop and think. I had to be like, how do I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, I put my body here, then and I had to talk him through it. But I was kind of learning the process myself.
Like, yeah. I mean, I always thought, like the football, there's all a load of coaching and that. I always thought football was just natural.
Yeah.
Whereas I suppose people might think that we're fighting, but you can be naturally a good fighter, but you can make a lot of mistakes and there's a lot of holes in your game.
Yeah.
Is the same in football? You can just naturally be great, or can you be coached to be?
Bit of both. Do you know what I mean?
Say,
that hard work beats technical every time. But obviously, if you ain't got technical, you ain't playing the game. So the hardest workers are always the ones who push on in the game. I'll play with players and I'm like, he's going far in the Premier, he's going to go far. He never had the right application now. He never put himself to the right way. Whereas the lads who were just doggers, just grafters, and they give you a 6 out of 10 every week. So our manager will go, oh, he's consistent, he is. I know I'm going to keep my job if I play this guy. So with me, I was all blood, sweat and tears. You know, I probably won't say as gifted as my brother or anything, like technically wise, but if someone told me I was shit, I'd be like, I'm going to show you how good I am.
Yeah.
And I'll, you know, scoring them last minute goals, the ovation of the crowd, it did spite, and you keep going and pushing and pushing.
Yeah, I mean, I remember a guy I was working with from, he was a Mackham from Sunderland years ago. I remember him telling me about Jordan Henderson.
Yeah.
So like he was all these other kids. There were some better kids and like loads of in the
squad.
In the squad, you know, the kids when they was growing up. But he was bang on it. Jordan was, you know, like he was eating the right food, he was doing the right training, he weren't going out. He was on it. So like he progressed. Whereas like the guys with the natural talent or the better, you know, like the skilled, gifted ones or whatever, they didn't come through.
You can spot them a mile off, like, and especially now, like everyone's lifestyle is so much better than like back 10 years when I was going and that. So they're already athletes, they're already gifted. But I suppose like what you was just saying, the game understanding's not there anymore. So like I kind of knew where to stand, where to go. We talk about being proactive and proactive, like knowing that the ball's going to bounce there instead of waiting for it to bounce there, then going. And I always think the best players like was proactive and thought it was going to happen before it happened, kind of.
Yeah, I hear that.
So it's that autopilot kind of thing that you was on about. It's kind of like going through it before it happens.
Yeah,
feeling intuition. I don't know.
Yeah, 100%. I know it's like the positioning. You're positioning that. Yeah. And like I get it, like there's been guys I've trained with, and I do train with, and that guy's gonna go far. He's got the talent in that. But they just haven't they haven't applied themselves. They haven't tried hard enough. They just don't really want it. So it definitely does apply to fighting as well. There's been loads of people. There's been guys who have been naturally talented, more gifted than me, but just nowhere near as determined.
That's what it is. Dedication and passion. And especially now in football, say if there's a comparison with this one, it's data-driven and analytical.
Yeah.
So now we've got the GPS vests, which we play. We've got this VO where it tracks you around the pitch. Again, back in the day. I mean, I'm old school as well.
Is there a lot of use to that, you reckon, or what? I think, to be honest, I think they just proper overdo it. They think
they do. It's because you're getting judged on winning games. That's what it is. I always say this. A dart play. If you ain't hitting treble 20s, you don't say, "Oh, you threw the dart, fantastic." You hit the one, but how you curved it and how you stood. It's only football where everyone's got an opinion and they go, "Yeah, we lost 3-0 today, but we're passing it out from the back." It's the kind of football foundation and the phases of play we want. I think, fuck off, man. Do you know what I mean? It bores the life out of me. Yeah. But now I'm on the dark side and I see it. And like I say, my day job is like marketing. I work in marketing. So I'm always working with analytics and reporting. And it would frustrate the hell out of me when I'd get these football coaches and talk about data and like the 1%. And but now I'm putting 2 and 2 together. Now I'm on the dark side. I'm like, fuck yeah. If he's running 9K every game, he should be running 13K looking at our opposition. So if I can encourage him to run this, do you know what I mean? And okay, now he's doing that. What else can I improve? But yeah, when it comes down to it, mate, if you're not winning games, you're getting the sack.
Anyway, that's same, yeah, with anything in it.
I was looking at your win-loss record and that, which is a shit one. It gives me anxiety in football talking about shit like that. Yeah. But 65% win ratio, any? So you got 13 wins, 6 losses and a draw.
Yeah.
Well, Stato, I know that's all right there.
That's man, yeah.
So in football, that's a 65% win record. Now, a good football manager is classed as 40%. So you're head and shoulders if you was like comparing the two sports to where you should be. But like you said, the fighting game's so ruthless that if you're not winning every single fight, it's hard to get the next one, any?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's basically, they only remember the winners that they just want you got to be winning fights. Basically, that's all it is, man. You need to be winning fights. I've had some good fights with the UFC and that. I mean, my last fight, man, I was unlucky to get to not get the win. Like, a lot of people saying, "Oh man, you should have won that." You know what I mean? But
who was that against?
Chris Padilla, a guy
Padilla.
from Padilla, Mexican American. Padilla, yeah. So he's what it is. Like you just gotta go out there and try and knock people out, man. Instead of leave it to judges.
Yeah.
But is what it is.
How do you find that judges scoring and stuff? It's a bit devious, isn't it, sometimes?
It is, yeah. But like you say, you leave it to judges, mate. You can't complain, can you? You know what I mean?
No.
I should have won. I should have won the last one, but I should have done more. So like I say, I should have done that. But at the end of the day, I know I should have done more. Like,
Yeah. I haven't seen the full fight, but reading the comments, everyone's saying the same kind of thing. Like, how did you not win?
yeah, I mean, but I just like I say, I could have done more. Like,
Yeah.
you could, but then that's the best thing to do. That's always the worst. If you go into a fight and you've gone for it and then you lose, it's not as bad as you always feel worse when you've gone into a fight and you knew you could have done a bit more.
Yeah. Frustrating.
Do you know what I mean? I say it's like a football game, and
Yeah.
or you could, I could have just, but I just run a bit more. Could have stopped him coming through, or you know what I mean?
What was I going to say? When it goes to points and it goes to the judges, and you have to kind of milk it like you've won the fight. Who tells you to do that? Not just you, everyone. Every fight.
At the end, you always got to raise. If he's going at points, you got to raise your hand because you got to think them judges are sitting there and like as soon as the bell goes, then they're still looking, and then they're gonna write down who won the round in it.
Yeah.
So it could be down the last round, so you got to make a lot you win. And if they might be tight round in it, so they might not know. But then if they see the one guy who's a bit like he thinks he's lost, and the other guy's going like that, they could, you know what I mean? Could sway their head.
Right, 100%. That's
you know what I mean?
That's a football comparison. The dark arts. That's what it's called in football. So psychology of the game, isn't it? Doing that little bit extra, like the little in football, you'd like whisper in the ref's ear or have a word with a linesman, or I suppose diving. And when you dive and you try and win a foul. Now, some pundits say they fucking hate it, but I think it's a massive part of the game. It come in the game because the officiating was so bad, and now they bought this VAR thing. It's a joke.
You come in the game because you think that because the officiator was bad. Like.
Well, it's run by business people. It's a money maker now, any football, especially the Prem level. Like it used to be a working man's game, working class, and now they've got robots and VAR and drawing lines, and 9 times out of 10.
What do you reckon to me?
Nah, shit.
VAR, yeah.
It's still wrong. You can watch it, and it's meant to say 100% make a decision, but it's still not. Afterwards, the football fans are still saying, well, look, you can see his foot's in front. You can see it's not a penalty because he's done this. And even the
I don't know, man. I think,
you like it?
I think, like, look at my man yesterday. He pulled the guys, pulled the Wolves. What's his name? The forwards there.
I know you're on about. Yeah,
pulled his head.
Names.
He pulled his head. And Keane, the Everton player, pulled the Wolverhampton, the Wanderers forward. Like they didn't see that, only. But that is a like. I don't know if it's a sending off. Is it a sending off? I'd say it's a yellow, wouldn't you?
Again, it's your opinions on the game, man. Like, I miss the Vinnie Jones, the Roy Keanes, the Inces days where you go and smash them, and I'd say play on. Do you know what I mean? I love that rugby style version of football, but now in the modern game, I suppose it is. But you have to give everything. If there's a pull on a shirt, you have to give it. If there's a shoulder bar, you have to give it. And nobody wants to see that. Nobody's paying the money to sit and watch that. Like the same as the passing it out from the back. Who does that entertain?
Do you not think it's better than when you just used to lump it up in the air and the ball's bouncing everywhere all the time?
Well, Man City, it's how you word it, isn't it? You say lump it up in the air, you say gungo. But I mean, I was a big target man, so I understood. My win percentage against my loss record was huge, so I understand the benefits of it.
Could you take the ball, control it, and pass it?
Yeah.
Sort of like he's not bobbling all over.
Well, the lower down a lot, the balls wouldn't come into me in a good enough position, so it was just, call it a top hat all the time, just flicking it on. Whereas if I had a good fullback who could drive it into me, just hit my chest, get my shoulders out, the defenders 9 times out of 10 wouldn't get you. Apart from like a Lescott or fucking, who else? Hugo Ekiog, who was a massive player back in the day, absolute beasts. But I say now, the game, they're all small, nippy players now. Like back in the day, I'm 6'4", just touching the 6'5". I was one of the smallest. So do you know what I mean? How the game's changed and that.
Yeah.
Do you see the boxing and MMA and martial arts game change like that or not?
It has changed since the
Really?
I'd say it's changed as in boxing MMA. It's hard to compare that because MMA is like a younger sport in it, so it's evolving. Yeah. So obviously the fighters have got a lot better. Whereas before it was more like sort of a kickboxer versus a wrestler. Yeah. Or but now it's more MMA is more of like its own martial art. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Instead of like a boxer versus a judo guy or something, or jiu-jitsu.
You need to be like an all-rounder now, don't you? More or less.
It's more all-round, so all these MMA fighters can do it all. Like, obviously, some of them are better at striking, some of them are better at grappling. But, I mean, in the boxing, I feel like a lot of the mates is, like back in the day, like all them 70s, 80s fighters, like bloody, you know, like the Marvin Haglers, Roy Jones, like all that kind of era. Even the heavyweights, man, like, you know, Muhammad Ali, that was obviously later on. You know, they're all just like looser in that, and just like they're so much smoother in that now. But now, like all the fighters, they look all like they've had like been banging too many weights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the rest of it, what else? I don't know.
I mean, MMA guys, everyone's doing S&C now, like loads, but it's really important to do it.
What's that?
S&C, like all the strength work and everything. But because everyone else is doing it, you've got to do it like you got to be big and you got to be strong as well.
That's what I mean. Everyone looks like Rambo, don't they now?
Yeah, everyone's looking like everyone's physiques now. Everyone's looking like tonk.
And the marketing behind it, like you got to have like a personality and a character, and people need to back you, and that's why that's why the YouTubers boxing, you know, are taking off. People are paying money to watch that, like DAZN and stuff.
What's in them cards when the frigging they're entertaining, bro. Yeah, I think they're funny, man. Some of them cards, man. Some of the people.
Would you fancy? Would you do a crossover?
I don't. You know what I'm saying? So no, really. I'm saying no, but boy, if they're dangling the carrot at you, mate, you'd do it, wouldn't you?
Well, I would definitely. Yeah, there's definitely people who thought I'd love to fight. Who's the big lad? Akin Fenway. Do you remember him?
No, you fighting me?
Yeah, of course. He's wide. He ain't tall.
Is he short? Yeah.
Yeah, he's not massive now. But again, when you're watching him on a football match, he looks like the biggest fucking monster on the pitch, doesn't he?
Yeah, was he any good? Yeah, I can remember watching him.
Just couldn't get the ball off him. Just wired, you know. I'll talk about weapons harder with football, and he was a weapon. You know what I mean? You got a lad with a long throw, you know, the old Stoke style. It's a weapon.
Rui Delap.
Yeah, that's it. Or like good strikers, or Haaland's. Do you know what I mean? You got to get weapons. And now it's the personalities are going out of football. You see the interviews, oh shit, they're all like,
oh, they're terrible, aren't they?
Yeah,
same old thing, man. I say.
So I love Grealish, man, because he's got character and personality, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And you look at players like back in the day, like Zidane, one of the best players of all time, butted somebody in a World Cup final. Beckham,
I think he's our favourite football player.
Zidane,
yeah, I think so.
Class, mate.
Him and Henry.
Yeah. And Henry, man, you talk about stats and data. He'd hardly move around a football pitch. But as soon as that ball, he was so sharp in like the initial touch and shot, couldn't get the ball anywhere near him. And like now, they'd just like flick it out of your head, wouldn't they? And they'd put it in the top stance and everything. Like he was like a magician.
He was wicked, man.
Yeah,
it was class.
What was I going to say on that one? You was talking about the purse. I seen something where you was talking about the purse and saying if you get a knockout, it's like 6 figures. Is that true?
I heard something about it's 100 grand now. I heard him talking about it. I heard Dana say it. I don't know. Well, it must be true if Dana's saying it, but because they've had a new deal, haven't they, with Paramount?
Yeah.
So now on Paramount, they're not doing any in America, they're not doing any more pay-per-view shows. So if you just saw, if obviously you've got
it's like the subscription, it's on the like a Netflix.
Yeah, like a Netflix thing. You subscribe to Paramount, you're gonna get all the fights on.
Wow.
So and it's a massive deal. They got like over $1 billion or something. I don't know how much billion it is, but
so does it change your mentality going into a fight or not? You're like, okay, first 30 seconds, I'm running at the guy. I'm gonna.
I mean, it's nice to think, I could get 100 grand, but I think like you still got to be smart and not be reckless. Like, yeah, you still got keep your head about it and not be reckless, because you start losing your head in that. You're like, you could gas yourself out, you could get clipped. You know what I mean? Because you're overextending or whatever.
Yeah.
So you still got to be smart.
So talking about data and analysis, how much do you watch your opponents before the fight, and then how much do you tailor your game plan going into a fight?
I will watch him. Like, when I get the name, obviously I'll watch him to see who it is.
Yeah.
I'll watch him, and maybe again halfway through I'd watch the camp, or towards the end I'll watch him halfway through or towards the end. I wouldn't watch him every week, and I wouldn't watch all the fights. I'd watch the most recent fights. You know what I mean? The ones that have won, the ones that won, the ones that have lost. How have they lost? How have they won? You see the records, see what they've won by. Has he got a good? Is he good with kicks? Is he good? Is he good with? Is he a points finishing with punches?
Yeah.
Is he finishing with like a certain submission? Is it a guillotine? Is it a rear naked choke? And then you can work defenses off like that sort of thing. And then obviously you can look at how they've lost. Has he lost? Has he lost a few to strikes?
So how do you do like post fight analysis? So it was that Ginalo, when you volleyed that guy's head off, but like I think you went on to like lose the fight.
Yeah,
I've seen Joe Rogan talking about it as well. You did this kick.
Oh yeah. How do I put? Well, yeah. Obviously, I analysed the fight afterwards and think, where did he go wrong? Like, you know what I mean? So you watch it afterwards.
To Poirier, was it?
Yeah. So you could just watch that fight afterwards and realise what I've done wrong, and then fix it going forward. Yeah.
But what would you say? What would you say you done wrong? Because I don't think you did anything wrong watching it, really. I think you just caught one.
I think, yeah. I mean, the first round I went a bit too. After I did land the kick, I went a bit too gun ho.
Yeah.
Could have just
Similarities in football with that, where you go a goal up and you think you're cushy, and then your guard's down, and then you think
get caught.
It's all sports, anyway.
Yeah, it's all similar, man. Yeah, and could have I shouldn't have gone gun ho. Second round, I was winning, so I was easily winning, so I was too relaxed.
Yeah.
I thought I'm going to win this easy. Well, I should have been a bit more reset, gone again.
Yeah.
Like it's the first round.
Could you say that's down to a lack of experience, also? I don't know. Or just being in the moment. Sorry.
In the moment,
yeah.
In the moment, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say lack of experience. It was just in the moment, and obviously I learned from that. You got to keep. Like I've had fights since that, and I've sort of had people hurt, and I've known when you can always tell when they're gonna go and when they're ready and when they're not.
Yeah.
You know when they're ready to go or when they're not ready, when they've recovered.
Well, he was on autopilot, wasn't he, straight after that. Like 9 times out of 10, that would have knocked people out.
Yeah.
Every person. He maybe was. He was dazed, wasn't he? I don't know what he was doing. He was still grabbing onto you, still going somehow.
Yeah. So you just live and you learn, though. You know what I mean? You just got to take the positives and then reassess what happened wrong and change it going forward.
It's a logical approach, then.
Yeah.
And how do you deal with being knocked out? How do you recover? What's the long-term effects? What's the short-term effects?
Obviously, you don't. There'll be no sparring for months, like
Really?
a couple of months or so. So, and then even like hitting the bag and doing like anything like that, it's gonna like send like shudders, like shockwaves through your body, sort of thing. So you gotta like be careful with the grappling and the wrestling for a few weeks as well.
Like I said, I don't know. If you're knocked out, you're definitely concussed or not?
Yeah, you can cuss. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it's like you say, you got to just be careful. I mean, it's not the fights that do the real damage, is it? It's the training that does the damage.
Yeah.
It's the training, 100%, I think. Yeah, it's not them fights where, people that and the wars as well. Like they've had a 12-round war. Like that takes it out of you as well. And that can do some serious damage on you as well.
Just sparring stuff.
Yeah, you can cushion, but you're taking constant impact to the head, aren't you? So over 12 rounds or over 5, 3 5s or whatever, it's like an intense fight, or 5 5s. And sparring is the sparring is the most dangerous in it. Yeah. People are going like knocking lumps out of each other every bloody day. It's not.
I was watching an old podcast story of a CEO, Ronda Rousey, and she was talking about her situation. Obviously, she was the man, wasn't she? Back in the day, she was the bollocks, like especially for women in martial arts. But she said leading into her fights where she was getting knocked out and stuff, she said she was losing vision beforehand. She was on a ranch, and she said she'd just lose vision. She said, I think it was going into that fight, she couldn't see. She said she was more or less blind, and she said people don't know like what you have to deal with and what you have to go through.
I'm not too sure. Maybe what she said. What she got that from being knocked out.
She said, yeah. So the long-term effects of getting concussions, her vision would just go, and her speech would go, and she wouldn't have the ability to see, and she'd have headaches. And she says during training, and then she says preparing for one of her last fights, going into
that's concussion. What she's got, obviously,
but it's long-term effects. So I mean, she didn't get concussed from like, I think it was years before it, maybe a couple of years before it. Or I think it was from back in the day when she used to do her stuff back in the day.
Oh, like from the judo stuff.
And she said it would just hit her, and she'd be like, she'd go.
I mean, like the judo, obviously they're getting slammed in the mat and stuff, and sometimes they might get slammed on their head, so like you'd 100% get concussion from that.
Yeah.
I mean, I was doing wrestling and wall wrestling. I hit my head on the wall. Yeah. And I remember like.
Wall wrestling is that?
Yeah, like we do wrestling, but then obviously we'll do wall wrestling, so we'll wrestle against the fence. Because you see in MMA, there's a lot of stuff going on against the cage. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. Yeah.
So but it was a padded wall, but I can remember banging my head against that, and then I think, oh, that hurt a bit. It jarred my neck a bit, and I had a headache for a while after that. I remember, so that was concussion right after.
How much did you get like medical treatment and tested and stuff? Is that part of the UFC agreement, or do you have to go in?
Yeah, part of the UFC agreement. You have to get like having medicals and I don't know how many is it. I don't know if it's every 12 months or every 18 months. You have to get like you have to get an MRI scan.
Yeah.
When you first start, you have to get MRI or something, and there's one where they put like this like injection in you, and it's like like a dye. They put a dye in you.
Yeah.
I remember it going in my arm. My arm was just all freezing cold. And then I'm going in like that, a CAT scan thing where you lie down and go in there. They put the injection in you, and it's because it goes into the back of the vessels at the back of your head.
No way.
Or something. They've got to check all them. And like to check if I don't know if they're all okay, you're okay to fight. And they do a CT scan of your brain and stuff. So they're on it like that and stuff. They even do like there's the scan your heart. There's like a heart thing they do as well. Since COVID, you had to do this thing on your heart where they do like a scan of your heart. I forgot what it's called, man. But they do all that kind of stuff. They proper like make sure you're okay to.
Have you had the jabs or anything? Do you want to talk about that or not?
The jabs,
The COVID jabs, because I feel I've been rough as fuck since I had them. I feel like
I only had one, right? I weren't gonna have them, but you had to go for my fight in UFC for my debut.
you had to travel and everything.
I had to travel and
Yeah.
and I had to have them. So I had to have one to travel. And I had done it. I didn't have like the dodgy one where people just say you've had it, because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know whether like it would work or whatever. So I just went.
Especially when you're healthy as well. You think, why am I putting stuff in my body when I fucking fight?
Yeah, that's the only reason I had it is because I had to go travel. But I wish I never bothered. I wish I got I wish I paid someone to give me a dodgy pass. You know what I mean? But at the time I couldn't
Get that in Wolves as well.
At the time I couldn't do it. I don't know if we should put that in the podcast, but anyway,
It's not a joke.
Yeah. At the time, like obviously, I didn't know whether I'd go somewhere and they said, "No, this ain't real, this pass or whatever." You know what I don't know. So I just got the jab, like, because I wanted for my career. It was my fight. I needed to fight in the UFC.
Like I say, man, I know people who have took the lives from having the jab. I know people who are in a wheelchair now, and I'm thinking, what? Fuck, yeah, serious. I'm like, shit, man, serious stuff. But again, I know people who lost the lives because of COVID and stuff.
Oh, you do, yeah.
Yeah, man. So something was going on.
Yeah. How old are they? Were they like older people?
There was other issues, put it that way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I had 2 of the jabs because my mum was very ill and I wanted to see her and she was worried. So like the propaganda and everything, I've went on and done. But I was fine at the time, mate. And I remember running because I was doing a lot of jogging. I'd run up and down the toll road and there was no cars. It was like apocalypse, man.
Yeah.
I used to love it.
Fair play.
Yeah. So what was I going to say? Talk to me about your, you started BAMA, didn't you? And Cage Warriors.
Yeah, I first started. I've done a few MMA amateur shows, but my first pro debut was on FCC, a good show that is up in Bolton. That was at the Reebok Stadium. You don't score that anymore, was it?
I don't know actually. I know it's big though. Okay.
It's big, yeah. Like but it's like
that was your first fight.
Yeah, it's a room under. It was like a big, like a conference room in there.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? So the weigh-in, I remember going to the weigh-in for my first pro debut. Like the weigh-in was in one of the massive boxes there, and like you look at it and I could see it, like it was on the pitch, like you could see the pitch. I was like, that was cool, to be fair, for my debut.
But how you get into that then, man? Did you just like you said, you enjoyed rugby, you was grafted, and you just thought this ain't the life for me, or like you was just hitting the gym close to where you live?
No, I was working when I was 17. When I was about 18, 19, how old was I? About 20, I got laid off I was working in Essex at the Corrington Oil Refinery.
Yeah.
Big oil refinery down there. I was working down there. I worked down there for a couple of years in Essex. Lived down there. So when I come back home and I got laid off. Come back home, I think I was 20 or something. And I was at home for a bit. I was constantly going out and that and not doing anything and that. And I was struggling to get another job, to be fair. I don't know how I got on this job. But basically I was struggling to get a job. But then I seen like I say before, strikers where all the dash.
Yeah.
There's a gym there, karate gym, but he said they did MMA there. It's just round the corner from Mum's, that is. The 3 Bridges in Lowell. Just round the corner. So I come down and I've gone in there and I thought, I'll try it out. So I went in there and the rest is history, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I did a bit more back in there. I grew up in Featherstone, so I wasn't far from that at all, man. But yeah, it keeps on the straight and narrow, doesn't he? Put it that way.
Yeah, 100%.
And like I said, unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, we've had to fight for our lives growing up in Wolves and stuff. So, hitting the gym and that, what kind of coaching was you getting there? How did you know that, like, hold on, I've got something here?
Do you know what? That's mad. That is. I went down there and I went in there and it was Wolfpack MMA was the gym. That wasn't the gym, but that was the team in there. And there was the coach called John Ashley, like, was my first MMA coach. And yeah, I was in there and I remember, like, he used to do sometimes when he used to have a lot of few new people come in. He used to just do cardio, like just conditioning the whole class.
Blow them up like, or what?
I don't know. He was just like, like I remember one time he was just doing cardio all the time. I didn't know if he was trying to get rid of the weak, like trying to weed us out. And there's me, like, and I wouldn't get off even when it was time, drink time. I'd just stay on the mat, like, you know what I mean? Just there, just like, where we go again.
Well, why would you do that though? Because you could, or because you was like, I ain't letting nobody do.
No, I just thought like, I was just very competitive. So I seen all them not getting tired. I was making out like I weren't tired.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's what it's about.
Even though I was might have been a bit tired.
Yeah.
I'd still like, there was and he was like sprawls, which are like burpees, and I'd do more, keep going. And I'd always try and I just always just pushed harder than everyone else.
Yeah.
So even though we walk off there, look all tired, I was making it, I was all right, you know what I mean? I'd always like harder.
Work ethic to start.
Yeah.
With that.
And I think he sort of seen something in me then. I think it must have been from then. He seen something in me, and he was sound with me then. And he took me a long way.
So it always starts with sparring, or what? Is that when you realise, you got something here, or not?
I think with the grappling, I was all okay with the grappling, but when I started with the striking, I noticed I was quite quick in that, and I'd hit people. Even though I wasn't trying to hurt people, I'd hit people, and then it's sort of like, oh, yeah. And he just took to me naturally. The striking did, man. He showed me some striking. Now I would just do it, like, and technically I was good, like, you know what I mean, naturally. Even though like I had holes in my game, but technically I was, naturally I was really good at it.
Fast and powerful. That's what it looks like to me when I'm watching you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I had the speed, man, and then I was really accurate, and then naturally I'd throw like straight punches instead of like throwing like looping hooks or overhands. That wasn't natural to me. Natural was like a straight backhand or like a 1-2.
Do you have a longer reach or not? Because you're big dude.
I think I have. Obviously, I'd have a decent reach at lightweight. To be fair, so yeah, like he's always trying to use it, like my long kicks and punches.
Yeah. So what would you class yourself as, a striker or a grappler, or would you just say you're all round, or what? Like, what's your speciality?
My speciality is a striker in it, like, you know what I mean. But now, since I've been getting a bit more mature in the game, I do a lot more grappling, like, and I enjoy the grappling.
Yeah.
I just enjoy that more. Like, I don't know, at the minute I really enjoy it, especially like when I go and sparring. I'm always going for takedowns and stuff, and I enjoy like the whole game.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Do you ever like?
Before, sorry for cut you out.
No, go
before, I was always a striker. I never even go for a takedown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or just defend a takedown. I always want to strike. But now, I'm trying to be like a complete fighter.
Yeah. Running routines and stuff, or not? Some people start on the back. Have you seen that?
That's jiu-jitsu, like, that's jiu-jitsu game. But even that's like,
so some do it in the UFC, didn't they?
No, not really. There was one guy, but he got cut. Like, like that's jiu-jitsu when they just start and the grab. But like now, like in my jiu-jitsu class and that, they usually we start in a bad position, or we'll start like standing or something, like wrestle to the ground. Well, usually we start in bad positions, like him on my back, him in mount, side control. You know what I mean? Half guard,
against the wall and all that.
Against the wall, turtle. Yeah. So it's always good to start in a bad position. You got to work your way out of it.
And what about working submissions and stuff?
You got to work with submission from that area. Obviously, we drill like techniques and submissions and stuff, but then when we go in live, we'll start in like I just said, like in a situation drills. We'll start in a situation. Obviously, look for your submissions in that situation.
Is there any submission you'd love to do, or?
I like to do. Like my goal is like a rear naked choke, but I do like to do like a neck attack, so like darcies and stuff. Because I've got long arms. It's always good to like if you got long arms to do like a neck, like attack the necks and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like guillotines, darcies, neckties, and that. Yeah.
What's the one where you reverse your hand back in like an headlock? It's like a fucking you get their head backwards. Like you sweep it and I've just saw people pass out straight away. I don't know.
Do you like it?
It's like I don't know. I don't know how to do it. They reverse their hand and their head just straight away the choke. But it's like,
that.
I'll have to send it. Yeah. Obviously you're going around the neck, but it's like from the back. I don't know.
Oh, they're on the back.
Yeah.
And there is it. That's with a gi in it. Oh, you baseball choke. I think that's a baseball choke you just did. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's a baseball choke.
I can't do it, but it's like a reverse choke, and they're
you got that. Yeah, it's a baseball. I can't even do it. Baseball grip in it.
But how do you?
But you can do that with a gi in it. So when they got the sleeve, they do it with a gi. But you can do it without. You can do it without a gi.
So what's a gi?
I can't do it, mate. My hands position. You can tell I ain't in that mute.
You got massive hands.
I know exactly what you're on about.
Yeah.
What's the baseball choke?
Part of jiu-jitsu.
The gis that Yeah, it's part of jiu-jitsu and judo.
Yeah.
It's in the gi what they wear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's like a traditional martial arts outfit, like
Yeah.
what they're wearing jiu-jitsu.
How do the coaches like prepare you for MMA? Because obviously boxing's very specific. Like you said, jiu-jitsu. How like you said, it's such a modern, newish sport, really, compared to everything else. How do you prepare to be an all-rounder?
Well, obviously,
So many levels to it, man.
yeah, you got to do that. Obviously, you do your striking, you do your wrestling, you do your jiu-jitsu. They're your three main ones, aren't they? And then you obviously, you do like MMA drills. You'll do I might drill a situation where we're striking, and then we'll go into a takedown, and then from a takedown, like say he's trying to get up, then I'll jump on his on his back. It's just like a drill. We'll do drills like MMA drills, and then obviously the best place to put it all together is in sparring.
Yeah.
MMA sparring, yeah.
And is that typically in a ring or what? Or do you have...
On a mat, we're all on the mat, or
okay.
we'll spar in the cage.
Yeah.
Close to the fight, I usually go in the cage, yeah.
You see Tom Hardy's got into it, any jiu-jitsu and stuff.
I seen something like that. Like, he was
He's been in Wolves. He's been fighting in Wolves, lads. Like, you're training there. I don't know where, but yeah.
he's training in Wolves, or is he?
He was last year, yeah. He was at local jiu-jitsu. I don't know where they...
Gracie Barra.
Yeah, it might be. There was some lad that used to wrestle it, used to do it as well.
At Wolves, they got that in Aldersley. They have the
Aldersley.
They have a big competition there, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he probably was competing there.
See, I like the big dudes, man, especially like when Brock Lesnar crossed over as well. But that's it. When the bell rings and he just fucking runs at someone, it's unpredictable. I suppose that's it. I like the unpredictable nature of it. Everybody watches it and does it for different reasons, don't they? Whether, like you said, whether you're like a master of the sport and the art form of it, or you're just a blunderbuster. What do you love in it?
I just love, like you said, the predictability. Sorry, that's why I think MMA cards, you can't beat them, man. Like, obviously, I love the boxing and stuff and everything, and Thai boxing and kickboxing. I love watching them. But the thing is with the MMA, like, everything's like one fight you might be, these two are good strikers. Next fight, he's a really good grappler. He's really good at this. Next guy's got really good takedowns. The other guy's really good at the heel hooks or something.
Yeah.
So every fight's kind of different. Whereas like you go to watch like a boxing card or a kickboxing card, they're both coming out to like doing it like boxing. Every round's like every fight's similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is there any fight which has blew your mind? We've watched it, like watched tape and gone, wow, that's class. Inspired you to get involved in it or what?
Well, my favourite fighter when I was coming up, like was Carlos Condit. Yeah, the
really?
Natural born killer. He was classy. He was, man. He used to do everything like Superman punches, spinning heel kicks. He used to do everything. You know what I mean? So I thought he was brilliant. Like he was definitely like inspired me. But also like people like Paul Taylor from Cannock and that. Like he was in the UFC. Like he was a proper.
What's he doing now?
I'm not too sure. Like I think he's grafted and that now. I don't know. I think he trains now and again. Someone told me it was down at the gym and he was down there like doing a class now and again. But yeah, like he was classy. He was.
And what are you now? You're 33, 34, is he?
No, 37, 38.
37. So how long do you reckon you got left in it?
I'd say a couple of years.
So you look after yourself, Eddie? Really?
Because I said this bloody years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a couple of years left or whatever. But
just keep going.
I feel all right. I feel sound. Like I was sparring. Look at me. I've been sparring and that. I feel sound.
There's more older athletes now than there's ever been, I think.
Yeah, look at like
40s, mid-40s and stuff.
Look at like Usyk and
yeah.
What's his name, Crawford and that. They're the same age as me, or 38. I think they're a bit older. They're killing it.
Who was on the undercard boxing as well on the Jake Paul Anthony Joshua one? He's ex-UFC guy, wasn't he?
Was it who? Sorry,
Chisora? No.
Oh, Silva. Anderson Silva. Yeah, about 52 or something. Yeah. But what he won, didn't he?
Yeah.
Knocked out Woodley, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's killing it. Fair play to him.
Yeah, and he'll keep going.
Like I'm saying, if you're doing all right, and you're not taking any lick, like you're not getting hurt.
Well, what's your drive, man? Is it the finances, chasing that big payday, or
man,
for the sport?
The money in that, but obviously, I don't know, man. Just want to be like going down as a legend. You know what I mean? Like, even if you're just in your own town, your own country, people can, just recognize that. Yeah, man, he was a real fighter, proper fighter. That's important to me as well.
Haven't you already got that credibility?
I have, yeah, but like you just like you say, I think that's what drives me. I just want to
want more.
Yeah, I want to be better. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean. I want to be the best he's ever done it. Like,
oh yeah. Do you work with Leon much or not?
I do, but I didn't do much with him for his. What was it? Was it for his last fight and stuff? Because obviously he was fighting a southpaw and I ain't a southpaw. You know what I mean? But like I say, when we're not in camp or he's not in campus and he doesn't need a specific partner, like we will train together, like we'll spar and that, and we'll wrestle and stuff and that and grapple. Like he's definitely like, if not the best or one of the best person I've ever
I know, yeah, and I see you sing his praises all the time.
He's
Fair play, you've got a lot of time for that.
Mm.
What I struggle with, like, I'll watch fights. I get anxious, man. I get anxious watching them.
Yeah.
How do you feel when you get in there? I bet your heart rate goes from.
Nah, man. I mean, it's weird, isn't it? Like before you go out, you get anxiety in the back.
Yeah.
In the back, still, like obviously there's a part in the back where it's like the worst time. It's like, fuck, you know. But everyone feels like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But then obviously you have like waves, like, and you're like, oh, you feel comfortable, and you're like, oh, then you're like, oh yeah, cool, I'm gonna do this, yeah, man. Yeah, let's go, man. This is what we live for, like.
Yeah.
But that's your training partner, your coach, usually they're going, mate, this is what we live for. It's what we keep coming back for, man. And it's right, you get me.
I was saying that, like that winning goal, man. There's no feeling. Like,
that's what I mean. That's why you've had a shit game, but you keep going back for that feeling.
You've got a winning goal in front of 30,000 fans. It's like this an energy transfer. The place goes fucking wild. And when you get that victory and your hands raised, it's the same feeling, isn't it?
Same feeling, but then like I say, when you go in the cage, and as soon as you touch gloves, you know, it sort of like goes. Or suddenly I always feel like as soon as the guys had like gone to like tacking, you switched on. You know what I mean? As soon as that first jab's thrown at you or whatever, then you know, like, you're in a fight. Let's go. Yeah. All that other stuff don't matter now.
Would you say like it is animal instinct or what? Like, do you? I know it might sound weird, like, but do you feel like time slows down when you're in there and you see?
It does, mate. It does, but then time does slow down. But then when you watch it back, it looks really fast.
Yeah.
When it's like you don't feel fast. You feel everything's quite slow. You like everything's like really slowed down in there, which is a good thing because then you can see things better.
How long are the rounds again?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. I mean, that's a lifetime, isn't it, man?
No, not really, because when the way you've trained for the fight, you always train to be fitter than what you need to be, because of because of all the things in the back. Yeah. The weight cut the day before, in the back where you've got to wait to come out, the crowd, the energy, the anxiety, you know, that always putting a heavy load on you. You know what I mean? That's all draining you as well. That's why you have to be fitter than you need to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? So then that's why you can perform at a high level.
Do you break down the rounds into minutes, like I said, football reference? You got first 15 minutes, let's settle the ship and just get into the game, keep possession. Second 15 minutes.
Yeah. First couple of minutes, you know, you want to get your distance. That's the main thing, to get the distance. Yeah, because like you watch amateur fights and the pro fights, the more experienced and the high level fighters are always a bit closer. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Whereas like the amateurs, like when you watch them, they're like fucking in and out here, they're all over the place. They don't really got distance on. They're running at the one guy, the guy's running at him. Whereas the top guys, they're just outside the range. You know what I mean? And
there's art form to it,
obviously. You know what I mean? So you want to find that, and then you want to make him miss.
Yeah.
You know, making him miss so you can get your distance, see what he's coming with. You always want to see how fast is he? You always want to feint because you want to see is he reacting to your feints? Is he not reacting to your feints? How fast is he? How powerful is he? Like what's he coming with? The power is he coming with? You know what I mean?
And these are all the mouse, isn't he?
Yeah, you need to find these are all the things you need to before you start like trying to like let go of freaking 5-punch combination. You need to like.
So during the fight and trying to not get it in the face, you're also thinking, if I keep jabbing him here, he's going to drop his guard there, so I can come over with this. Are you?
You think that, but it's a fine line, man. You got to sort of do that, but you can't like think about it too much. I can't be going, okay, let me keep jabbing. Let me keep jabbing. I'll come with this hook because it'll never happen.
Yeah,
you just got to keep. Like landing the shots and like putting things in the bank.
See, I'm a mile off. I'm thinking that the fighters are thinking this.
They are thinking you think, but you got thinking fighters, but you can't like overly think or be too like zoned in on a certain thing because there's a lot of other stuff going on. Like you just got to like put what's the word, man? You got to just sort of put it in the memory bank. Like okay, I'll keep touching him here, he's dropping his hands. Okay, I'll come back to that later. Go to his head now. Go to his low kick. Keep him in the stomach, okay? Try and go for a takedown. How's he defending? How is he defending that well? Okay, I could fight that and go over the top. I could
Fight
fake
or
the jab,
flight, though,
go
isn't
into
it,
my
man?
backhand.
Like, unless you've been in like a fight situation, you don't know what you're going to do, especially like nine to out of 10 people, like, especially on the streets and stuff. So to see what you guys do, like I say, I'll get massive anxiety just watching it.
I do. I get it worse when I watch, like, if I corner someone.
Fucking
That's the
fight,
word.
yeah.
But it's mad because you have to, when you're cornering someone, a good corner man, you have to, like, not show that at all. You've got to be like, this is chilled, man. We're doing, like, I am half chilled, like, because I'm trying to give that. My energy. I'm trying to put that energy on you. I ain't trying to go in the corner with you when I know what it's like being in the corner. And I mean, going to fights. I'm not trying to be like, the same as you. Oh God, because that's going to double your feeling.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be looking at my corner team and they're all like nervous and that and everything. I want them to be like, I want them to be happy and like. Encourage me because they know how good I am. They know what I've got. Yeah,
part
100%. But when I'm watching my friend, because I can't go in there and help them. I can only talk to them or shout to them what I think they should do. I can't do it for them. That's
but you can hear them. You can hear your corner shouting and
100%. You can hear.
You do.
Try them. Yeah,
you can try and listen or do it.
Well, the good ones will listen. Yeah,
yeah.
People,
it's not easy because you're blown up, like you're saying. You're blown up, Sarge. Yeah. As far as that sort of training camps for, any?
Yeah. I mean, you do listen out from and that, like, as all the crowd that you can hear them.
Yeah. Zone out, can't you?
Mm.
And pick certain things. But you touched on back there, like your diet and stuff. How hard is it dieting for a fight, and then like the lack of food before it to try and weigh in, and then what do you eat before that time of a weigh in and a fight? Do you try and stay nimble and lean, or do you try and top up your energy levels? Where do you find that energy from?
So what do you mean? Do you want to know, like, what we before the weigh-in and after?
So there's kind of two questions there. There was like the preparation before weigh-in, and it seems like ruthless, man. Like you have to proper lose weight, don't you, to try and do what they're getting them body bags, them zip up things.
I'll go with before the weigh-in.
Yeah, so to sweat the bollocks off as much as possible. Down there.
That's typical me, that is,
I got the camera on me, so
camera on me, that's just typical me, man. Proper.
Yeah, man. Like,
I used to have a big keep proper.
Yeah.
I remember when because I used to do it, my dad used to got pissed off at me. So when I used to go out with him, even though, like, because I remember, so he used to take a bib out just to embarrass me.
Your mouth guard always falling out and that.
Nah, I got a proper one that feature.
Oh yeah. Mate, I've broke these 11 times in football. So I'm the same. Sometimes I get a lift from the jaw stop for it. But just football, just elbows to the face. Like jumping up for headers, elbows, keepers, cracking my ribs.
Before touching that weighing thing, I always think that, in the footballs, you only got to head the ball.
Yeah.
Like, obviously you're going to duel for the ball, like battle for it. So how do you, like, make sure you both are crackheads? Do you put your arm out?
Elbows, yeah. Or you bang, like you lean your bum in. Or you gotta. That's why you jump early. So you jump early to get the leverage and the purchase, get your elbows out.
Is that what it's how he's like? That's why lads, like, they'll do accidentally elbow people in your face.
That's why it happens. But then, like, the dark arts of it, you'd faint as well. Like you'd try and get hit. You try and, back in the day, not anymore. But yeah, mate, he was brutal. Like I say, it's too much. I need to see a specialist or someone with the concussions I've had. I don't know how many times I've smashed these. I got metal supports at the back of them now, and it's just too much, man.
You know my cousin I was saying about Cheyenne? Yeah. Shai Dunkley, yeah?
Chesterfield
plays Chesterfield. If you see him, like, you look at me, like, he looks like the fire, man. He's like, he's had his, I'm sure he's had his nose broke. He's got scars on his nose and that, on his head, didn't he? He's had stitches in that. Yeah. He's a centre-back, big centre-back, so he's always heading the ball.
I think he was a striker back in the day.
He was a centre. He's always been a centre-back. When he's been a kid, and I used to, like, he was like a striker and that, but yeah, man, like I say, he looks like the fighter, but he's the football player. I'm the fighter.
Steve Bruce as well. His face, it was all flat, mashed up. I just have my manager was Mick Halsall, big in football in the West Midlands. His face was all flat as well. Fucking hell, football was brutal back in the day. I get it now, like the support in the players, and I'm all for that. But I used to take pride. It was like sword and shield type stuff and going to war. And then as the games evolved, and I'm shoulder and shoulder, and the ref's giving me a yellow card, and I'm like, fucking hell, ref! I used to do this with my bread and butter. It's mad.
Yeah, he's in it. But what did you say to me about the weigh-in?
So, the preparation leading up to the weigh-in. So that's one question. The prep for the weigh-in, like, it's ruthless, isn't it? It's brutal.
Okay, and then what I'll have after the weigh-in?
And then from the weigh-in to the fight, it's like, do you have to calm up? Do you feel podgy because you're like your stomach's strong?
It's all is an art to it, to be fair to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so going up to the fight, I'd have I'd have what I want. Like, not have what I want. I eat good, and then on Saturday I'd have a cheat day. So I'd eat what I want. So I make sure I'm getting lots of carbs, lots of protein. And on a Saturday I just have anything I like.
So Saturday's fight day, is he?
No, I'm all about say
On any given week.
Any given week. On Saturday I'll have it. It's just a cheat day anyway. But then a couple of weeks out from my fight, I wouldn't have a cheat day. Okay, and then I'd be 4 weeks out from a fight. I'll be dieting down, so the portions will be smaller. The carbs will be less. And then there'd be come 2 weeks out, there'd be no cheat day, and then I'll get down to about 7 kilos from the weight. So about 77 kilos by the Monday, or 76, 77 on the Monday.
Yeah.
And then the fight week, you go down to the UFC, and they give you your meals, and they give you depends what your weight are, right? They'll give you they'll give you a little bit of carbs, and it'll just be protein. They'll give you 3 meals. They'll give you just eggs for breakfast, and then once you start eating, you're dropping kilos a day, kilo and a half, whatever. And depends what weight you are the next morning. You have to give them your weight every morning. They'll give you meals what you need to have. And then come Friday morning, which is the weigh-in, we'll go weight cut, water cut. Sorry, I'm about 73, so I've got to get 2+ kilos off. Well, usually I've got to get about 2.5 kilos off. So I'll do I'll do a bath for 20 minutes. It's a warm hot bath for 20 minutes. As soon as I come out of there, I'll go into a sweatsuit. I'll go into the foil. Do you know the foil that when you get out, you've been shivering, you get out the cold. They put load of that foil on me. They'll put a load of towels on me. And before I do that, I'd wear there's this thing that UFC give you this sweet sweat, it's called. It makes you sweat loads. So I did that. I'll go in a wrap for 20 minutes. Then I'll weigh. Probably lost about 1 kilo. Okay, then I'll do it again. Same routine again. I'll lose another kilo. Then I'll probably do half. And then I'll lose the 0.5 or whatever it is I need to lose.
Why, man? It's just fucking mad. They all do it, don't they?
Yeah,
why?
You have to do it to put the weight back on.
Yeah.
Because if I just walk, I was thought, I'll fight a welterweight, 77, and I'll lose about 5 kilos, or something, or 4 kilos. Then I'll probably be 80 kilos in the day. But then the guy I'm fighting, he's got to be near to 90.
Yeah.
So I have to fight at lightweight, which is 70 kilos. You know what I mean? So then obviously I go and weigh in. I probably look like I'm ripped in that many dollars, but inside I'm bloody hell, I'm gonna fall over.
I saw some weigh-ins where they have to be helped onto the scale.
That's just too much. You've done too much there. And after that, as soon as you get off the scale, the UFC they'll give you 3 bags or whatever, and they'll give you drink full of electrolytes, salts, and stuff, and they'll give you one full of creatine and stuff, and they'll help you put the weight back on.
This is the day before, is it? Then?
No, this is after. This is when I've weighed in. After I got off the scales, they give you loads of water, and they're giving me they're giving me rice pudding. What else did they give me these nice cakes before last time, because it's all carbs in it, fast absorbing carbs. They want fast absorbing carbs to get into your system, back to your glycogen, and then your muscle. I think that's the right word.
It is, yeah. Matt from Wolves.
They did it wrong. So then that'll go to your muscles quick. That helps you, helps you absorb. And then they give you loads of salt as well. That helps you absorb the water and get the water back into your cells. You lost all the water out your cells as well. So that helps you blow up. Then they give you 3 meals. My first meal at lunchtime, I'll probably have spaghetti bolognese to give you. Next one's probably going to be some salmon with white rice. But the amount of carbs in there is loads.
Yeah.
But you still have got to be careful not to overdo it, you get me? Because you'll be you'll bloated, yeah.
Yeah. And then how much weight can you put on from weighing to a fight? What's the idea?
About 7-8 kilos I'll probably put on.
Really?
Yeah.
So still not.
Some people do 10, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's too. Anything more than 7 or 8, I think I'd be feel a bit sluggish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But surely it's got to mess with your insides, any? Let's just be honest. You struggled to shit, did you? So you've done all of that, and then you've got to fucking try and get to the toilet after that.
Afterwards you've eaten that. You usually don't shit really even though the day after. You know what I mean?
After the fight?
No,
after the
fight, the Saturday or something, because you got so little in you.
Yeah.
And it takes you ages to have a piss. You know what I mean? Because you're drinking, but but the thing is, you don't drink fast. You got to drink it. They give you a time limit to drink they'll give you a bottle. Say this has got to be drank in half an hour.
That's mad.
No sooner, because you'll just piss it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the same with the food, and also another thing, you got to drink these before the food, because if you just go straight to food, you'll shit it out.
Yeah.
Before, when I never knew what I was doing, I was on lower shows like FCC. I was doing like my debut, my first 3 fights. So I'd just be straight as soon as I've cut the weight, I've weighed in, I've gone and just had a little bottle of water and then have a massive Nando's. Let's off gone straight out of me, so I haven't even absorbed it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes you feel bad, did it, I bet?
Yeah, feel terrible, like, but
Yeah.
with the UFC, they know what they're doing in it, so you just follow their routine.
And what about going to the toilet before a fight, like having a piss, like in football?
Yeah, of course you need a piss all the
Yeah.
time. And you keep pissing, you need a piss. Oh god, just about to go out. Oh, let me just have a piss. You know,
Yeah, no accidents in the...
no,
Yeah,
put
yeah.
it in it. Oh, no bloody accidents, mate. You know what I mean? Viral moments.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You don't need them viral
Nah,
moments,
mate.
do you? How are you for time? You're all right?
Well, I know you got.
Well, I'm good. It's you, though, ain't it? I'm just worried about you.
Yeah, I got to go
Places
forward.
to be.
I'm going to have a fight. Yeah.
I'll leave some quick fire questions, then, if you want.
Have you got much more to?
Well, we're just having a chat, ain't we? Just enjoying the chat.
Yeah, we
I'll
are,
leave
yeah.
some quick fire questions.
You can do that then.
Most memorable fight you've been in and why?
Most memorable fight. Most memorable fight, you know, probably have to be when I defended the Cage Warriors title because I won it in first round knockout, like, and it was I was the headline, and the Genting Arena. I was the headline, like, big fight. You know what I mean? Big moment.
Yeah.
And just it was great, and I knew I'd got in the UFC after that, like, and I won defending my title. I didn't just win it. So a lot of people won it and just gone on, but I won it and I defended it, like, so I was happy with that, like.
Were you UFC champ as well?
Who?
You?
No, bloody yeah.
What's the last title you had?
Cage Warriors.
Cage Warriors.
Yeah, Cage Warriors. Yeah, man.
Decent.
Mm-hmm.
Moments. What's your favourite moment in a fight?
Moments in a fight.
Yeah. So, you know, you say to a goal scorer, oh, when I scored this goal against that team in that moment.
Yeah, man. I think I've had some good moments, man. To be fair, what was a good moment, man? I don't know. I remember I was getting what good moment was when I fought in London in the Indigo Toon Cage. Always when I was losing to this. I was like, I got took down by this black belt, Steve O'Keefe, and he was really good on the ground, and everyone went a bit quiet, like, they thought, oh shit, he's got took down by him, because his past couple of fights, he took a couple of people down and just finished them, like, within a minute, just, like, absolutely blitzed them on the ground. Obviously, he's got me on the ground, and he's got me in mount.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's like mounting on top of me. And like, even my corner team was, I could see, like,
He's done for.
on the video, you can sort of see him, like, they're looking, thinking, oh, for God's sake, thinking, for fuck's sake. But they were still, like, positive. We could see in the face, and everyone was a bit quiet going away. Even the commentaries, oh, he's got him on the ground now. But I managed to just, like, weather this storm, and I reversed him, and I got up and absolutely, like, stuck it right on him, like, and then just knocked him out, like.
Yeah.
So that was a good fight.
That was a good moment.
Good moment, yeah.
Who do you see as your toughest opponent that you've come up against, and why?
My toughest opponent, I've had a couple, man. Like, there's a kid called Eddie from, I think was he like a Turkish kid or something? I fought him in Belgium. He was a tough kid. I hit him with a couple of good shots, but he's still stood in there.
Yeah.
And Trinaldo from Brazil, he was my debut in the UFC. I mean, I was close to finishing him. I dropped him with a good shot. It was kneeing him, cut him in that. But he was just a rough man, tough guy.
Yeah, brute.
Yeah. You know, I was like, bloody hell, when I was eating him.
Their streets were harder than ours.
Yeah, that's all I agree. Yeah, but he's probably from the favelas or something in Brazil, some proper rough, you know.
If it was a tag team or duos or a street fight, who would you want by your side?
Well, any fighter.
Anyone? Yeah.
Anyone. He's some rough guys in the UFC, man. He's anyone. Yeah. Boy.
You just want the roughest geezer.
The roughest geezer you want in it. The biggest, roughest dude. Who's the biggest, roughest heavyweight now, man? Oh, it's called Tom Aspinall, because he's from UK. He's from England, yeah. Tom Aspinall, yeah.
What do you reckon about his situation, man?
I think it's a bit of a shame. Like, the geezer where I got poked in the eye, like even he was saying at his interview, he's like, mate, I got poked. Well, you were booing me. I've the one who got poked in the eye.
They don't see it watching it in slow motion.
Yeah.
Joke.
Got like two fingers.
Yeah, they're fucking knuckle deep.
Yeah, the actual one looked worse. That wasn't.
Yeah, the other one.
The other one looked worse, but then the one he said he couldn't see, like.
Yeah. Do you reckon he's gonna be alright though, or not? Can he come back from that?
Yeah, it should be fine. It should be good.
Yeah. Who would you say the best striker is in the UFC right now?
I'd say me. You got to beat yourself up. Me. I'd say me. And then I'd say Alex Pereira. Obviously, yeah. Alex Pereira's sick, man. I mean, I was watching him before he got in the UFC. Like, I'd always tune in to watch his fights on Glory and that. I was watching all his fights, and then I heard he was going to the UFC. I was like, what? And he got in the
What's
UFC.
his fight class?
Is it kickboxing? What weight?
Yeah, because it confuses the hell out of me. You got featherweight, lightweight,
Yeah.
welterweight,
Middle.
middle,
Light heavy.
light, heavy, super heavy.
No, there's not super.
It's not super heavy.
They are super heavyweights, to be fair to them, but they're
Yeah.
just heavyweights, yeah. He's middleweight and he's light heavy.
Yeah.
But he's gone up to heavyweight, I think.
Well, could you step up or step down or not?
I couldn't step down
Yeah.
to featherweight. I couldn't do that.
Because you're doing
I
that.
could go to welterweight, but I'd be too small, man.
You reckon? Small in what sense? Width or what?
Size, yeah.
Fucking
I'd be too small, yeah. Size.
Them weights must be massive then. Oh, weight.
They're massive, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They walk around they'd walk around. The welterweights would walk around about 88 kilos, something 88, 90 kilos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However do you reckon I am?
You are
I work in stone as well, so I don't know about this.
stone.
Yeah.
Do you know kilos?
Nah. It's American, any?
Kilos.
Yeah.
Pounds is American.
Yeah. Now I do stone.
Stone, yeah. So 77 kilos is 12 stone.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, 84 is 13. So you I'd say is 15, 16.
Stone.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, you're not 16.
21.
He's not 21 stone.
21 stone.
21
Get me
stone.
down the gym. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How many kilos is that then?
Fucking.
I need to know that, bro. I need to know what kilos that is. You're not 120 kilos, are you?
Shall we have a look?
Let's have a look, mate. Let's have a look. I need to know. 21 stone. Because 14's what?
133 kilograms.
You 133?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said that.
Just an heavy mass. I imagine playing football at that. 90 minutes, 2 times a week.
133 kilos.
My body's fucked.
You don't look that big.
Yeah, no. I always get that. What about best grappler?
I fought.
Yeah.
Or
Or just anyone?
More
What now? You fought?
More Kano, yeah.
What was that?
He was just good, man. He's just really good. I trained with probably the best grappler of the best grappler I fought was Muay Kano, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who I fought in the UFC.
Can you see
He was really good.
leaps and bounds? Like I say, back in the
Yeah,
day, when I
he was really good.
Paul Merson was my gaffer, and he'd do stuff on the pitch where you'd think, fuck, he's a magician. Do you know what I mean? Like, you knew you was a mile away from his ability. Is there anyone you've come up against or you've seen, you've been like, fuck, this guy, different planet?
Yeah, because when I was grappling with him, when I fought him and when he got him in the ground, he just a step ahead of me.
Really?
And he was just gliding. It was like sliding. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're just
It
working
was like
hard,
boxer.
graphic.
It was just
Yeah.
I was graphing. He was just like
That's that natural kind of
he
selection
just
was on
like,
about.
yeah, and he
right?
was he felt really strong.
What about
but
Fred
like-
IQ?
Tight. The guy I've probably Tom Breeze I train with.
Yeah.
Probably the best grappler I've trained with. Yeah.
And you train with him?
Yeah, Tom. Yeah, he was my he's my coach. Like he's one of my coaches. Like he's one of my. He was coached me especially when I was in Cage Warriors and the early UFC. Yeah, he was there. But he's probably the best grappler I've trained with. Yeah.
What about fight IQ?
Fight IQ. The best guy with a fight IQ I trained was Leon Edwards.
Really?
100%. Yeah.
Is he that good? Is he everything?
Yeah, he's the great all-round fighter, and he's really smart. Yeah, he's very clever. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
If you could pick a dream fight in the UFC, who would you go against? I suppose if you could pick your next fight, really, essentially, that's your dream fight, isn't it? Your next fight.
Yeah, any fight, but you could just do any fight at the minute, mate.
Anyone. You take anything.
Anything at the minute, mate. Even a welterweight, middleweight fights. Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't know, but my dream fight in the UFC would have been Carlos Condit because he was my idol. Like,
Really?
yeah, he was my favorite fighter. Like when I started getting into UFC, so it'd be Carlos. Like, but now, like a good fight. I don't know, man. I don't know. It'd be good to fight a legend, like one of the legends in the sport. Yeah, I can't really think. There's only really like Edson Barboza really, who's like a legend. He's a wicked fighter.
What weight's Conor?
Conor McGregor will be sick to fight as well.
Yeah.
He's lightweight, but he looks a bit big at the minute. He might be welter.
Well, he's playing Sunday League, isn't he? And he's got it
That's
on.
all right, you know.
He does, doesn't
He's a good. He does all right. He's decent. Got a bit of skill, man.
he? Yeah. He's just a dog, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
How do you see your career evolving over the next few years then, man?
Mo, I just need to get in there and put in some good performances, get some good wins. You know what I mean?
Pre-fight rituals?
None.
not superstitious or anything.
I used to be, but then
Damn shit.
you win or you lose, and then you don't really mean
Yeah.
shit. So I stopped doing all that stuff.
I was obsessed as a kid. I'd pull my left sock up, then my right one, then my left one down, my right one down. I'd touch my shoulders, then I'd do the cross thing. And
Oh, I did my I might get my left hand wrapped first and my right hand wrapped first. But now I forgot which one I get done first. I forget all that stuff. Yeah.
what about guilty pleasures?
What guilty pleasures?
It's like a chocolate bar or type of food or...
A Guinness.
So yeah, you like a Guinness?
Fucking hell, yeah. Love a Guinness, mate.
Hobbies outside the cage? Like, is there something what your fans don't know about you? What you like to do? Fish, Fortnite, Lego?
Right, nah. I don't really play the computer. I've got a PS, to be fair. I play it now and again. But my son's on it more than me now because I let him play on it. So he's like, I let him go on it sometimes on the weekends and that. So so I play the games with him, like. But no, not really. Like I say, I like to watch football. I love football. You know what I mean? If I'm not got a fight and that, I don't want a Guinness and that. But then I probably watch the football with my dad and that. He's a mad Arsenal fan.
Is he?
Mad Arsenal fan. So I go and watch the Arsenal with him and that.
Decent.
Yeah, that's it really.
I see Wolves backing you all the time as well. You did Wolves, man. Love a few years back, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, they got me in a kick launch. You know what I mean? Got loads of Wolves supporters as well. So big them up, man. They're in a bit of hard times at the minute, but
Yeah, you go.
they're looking all right. They're looking all right. The last couple of games, I mean, they drew last night, didn't they? So and
They've come a long way in the last 20 years, haven't they? Wolves.
They have,
You know, when there was like a League One. Well, there was in with Walsall at one point. I grew up as a Walsall fan and there was at the same league. So, you know, you cut most people around here, they'll bleed Wolves colours, won't they?
Yeah.
So you can't.
They'll be up there, man. They'll be back up there.
Now, I appreciate your time, man. Last question from me. If you could speak to Dana White right now, what would you ask him?
Dana, can I get a new contract, please? Double the pay, and you can have a fight in March, yeah, on London. Get me on there, mate.
No brainer, ain't it, man?
No brainer. More money, more fights. It's easy, isn't it?
Mate, that's been classy. I appreciate your time. Thanks for coming and seeing me. I know we've been trying to do it for a while, but appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Enjoyed it, man. That was good. That was.
Yeah.
Respect, man. Appreciate ya.